Okay, there are 4 good movies.
Let's get right to it.
Weekend,
Robbie
right?
Amell we had here about a week and a half ago. Code 8, him and his cousin Stephen Amell star in this sci-fi thriller. It's where 4% of the population is born with supernatural abilities, but instead of being billionaires or superheroes, they face discrimination, live in poverty, and resort to crime. So a lot of underlying kind of different themes happening in this film. Very cool film. This is a great one. Again, it's called Code 8. Also in theaters, if you want some humor, Jumanji: The Next Level. This is the sequel to the 2017 action-adventure comedy.
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Karen Gillan, and Nick Jonas return to Jumanji, and new guest stars include Danny DeVito and Awkwafina. I just love seeing The Rock and Kevin do their things. You know all the promos
they do so much fun, and there's such a discrepancy between them too, right?
And then if you want something a little more, now this is more, this is real life.
Yeah, next to are serious ones. Richard Jewell had a chance to see it, had a chance to talk to Clint Eastwood about it. Also generated some controversy for some of the scenes, but the movie is a great play on what happened to Richard Jewell, who was originally the hero of the 1996 Atlanta Olympic bombings, and then he became the focus of the investigation. His life was turned upside down, and so was his family's. And it's a great take on this movie. It's well worth checking out.
And speaking of true stories, inspired by a true story, The Body Remembers When the World Broke Open. Now, this is a Canadian drama. 2 Indigenous women from different backgrounds find their worlds colliding on an East Vancouver sidewalk when brutality and fear drives one of them out of her home and into the cold rain. A story about a woman's cultural experience and struggle surrounding motherhood, class, race, and a country's failure to support the most vulnerable youth, specifically Indigenous community. Of course, our City News reporter Lindsay Dunn chatted with the cast back when it premiered at TIFF.
Call someone who knows about this kind of thing. I encountered a young Indigenous woman on a very cold, rainy February day, and she was literally standing barefoot and pregnant in the rain, and she just fled her partner who had assaulted her, and nobody was stopping for her. I think it kind of speaks to racism in Canada, the fact that she was visibly Indigenous. People kind of go through urban life with their blinders on, often not stopping for other people who are in distress. And I wanted to honor her story and her experience and other women like her on screen.
It's somewhat of a taboo topic for people, the racism, flaw in society and the system of women that are abused and the fact that there's not help. What is the intentions with this movie?
For me, the goal is just to create more empathy and to have people, you know, think about, okay, what is this actually like to be in this situation, and how can I maybe change my behavior in the future to do what I can to sort of prevent things like this from happening.
I was also in the room when that interview happened. Powerful. Yeah. Powerful artists in that room and a powerful story. So if you get a chance to,
it does. The story looks like you want to.
Again, it's called The Body Remembers When the World Broke Open. Of course, all 4 of those films in theaters this weekend. So something for everybody. Enjoy.
Beautiful. Thanks very much. No problem. Let's head upstairs now to Tam. Take a look at the news. Tammy.